Our next guest underwent multiple surgeries in the past 2 years, leaving her scarred both physically and emotionally. This is her story.
This all started about 3 years ago after several years of bouts of diverticulitis, which is an infection of the colon. My doctor said I had had enough and wanted me to have that part of the colon removed. So we scheduled surgery, and that's when everything just spiraled out of control. The surgery was supposed to be laparoscopic, but the doctor said there was too much scar tissue because I had 2 children C-section, so I was cut from below the rib cage down below the belly button. The day after surgery, they noticed drainage coming from the incision site. I was vomiting. After 15 days in the hospital, I knew something was wrong. My abdomen was becoming larger and extended, and the nurse told me, "You have a hernia, you need to go back into surgery." After the hernia surgery, 104 fever, stomach was beet red. It was excruciating. I was in the emergency room several times, only to end up with another infection and another surgery. The mesh had become infected. At one point, they told me my kidneys were failing, so here comes surgery number 3. Still ended up in the hospital 2 more times after that with infection. Eventually, the infection went away. But I was left with a road map on my stomach. One side hangs lower than the other. I have a cone in the middle. It just disgusts me. I don't even want to look in a mirror. You know? I'm 52 and I have to dress like I'm 80. I want to get back to feeling like a woman is what I want to get back to feeling like. I basically don't have a life anymore. I don't want to have a relationship with anybody because I'm not going to get undressed in front of anybody. After everything I've gone through, I'm not me anymore. One decision to have something fixed to better my health turned into a nightmare, and it basically ruined me.
Please welcome Kim to our show. And
Hi.
Kim, thanks for being with us. I know this has been such a rough path over these last few years for you. What has kept you going?
The love of my family, my children, my grandson. He's in my world. I want to see him grow up. I have a new grandbaby coming. So
well, that's
it's my motivation.
That is the best motivation. And I mean, you know, you really came close. I mean, you were very, very sick. How are you feeling now?
Thanks to a wonderful surgeon I found, Dr. Tofai, I feel 100% better.
And speaking of Kim's wonderful surgeon, her hernia surgeon, laparoscopic surgeon specialist, Dr. Shirin Tofai, actually joins us in our audience. And clearly, from a medical perspective, Kim is feeling so much better. Is that fair to say?
Oh, for sure. On the inside, she looks fantastic. She's back to normal. If you look at her CAT scan, it looks like a normal person's CAT scan. You would not know that she's had all these abdominal wall failures.
And kudos to you. So the internal structure of her abdomen has been addressed. Also, I have to highlight one silver lining in all this.
I smoked for 38 years, and I quit.
Good for you.
And that's huge. You know, going forward with your life in general and your relationship, you want to be around for your family. Quitting smoking is the single best thing that you could do.